alone and seek the freedom at night.
Hi, my name is Janine, and we collected some data from former students on why they think you should take AP Lit.
I'm here with Karan. Why should people take AP Lit? Because it helps you prepare for college and it boosts your GPA and helps you write essays.
I'm here with
Nicholas.
why should people take AP Lit?
Well, I think it's a really good experience. You read a lot of books, you get to have a lot of experience. It really pushes you, and I feel like it connects to a lot of other AP classes. So, and Miss Cagle's awesome. So.
I'm Leilani, and I'm here with.
Morgan Koskolowski,
Why should you consider taking AP Lit?
because it boosts your GPA.
And I'm here with.
Emma Little.
So why do you think people should take AP Lit?
It's a good way to stand out for college.
My name is Morelli, and today I'm here with.
I'm William.
And why should people take AP Lit?
You should take AP Lit because Ms. K was a great teacher, and this class also helps tremendously with timed writing. And not only has it helped me in that class, but other classes as well.
Okay, who am I here with today? Penny. And why should people take AP Lit?
You should take AP Lit because colleges will give you credit for it, and it's one step closer to getting your capstone diploma.
I'm here with
Chloe.
and. Why should you take AP Lit?
Number one, it boosts your GPA, and it's great for multiple choice practice.
It also improves your writing skills within essays, which could be utilized in writing within your education, like for college or any other assignments.
I'm here with Jakira. So why do you think people should take AP Lit?
Because it's an easy class and an easy way to earn college credit.
I'm Morelli, and today I'm here with.
Ebony.
And why should people take AP Lit?
People should take AP Lit because it enhances your vocabulary skills, helps you understand the literature that you're reading, and helps you be overall the best scholar that you can be.
To interview these students, here are some tips and tricks on how to pass the final exam.
Now here are some tips for the MCQ portion of the exam. Tip number 1, find key evidence in the text that supports your answer. Tip number 2, read each question carefully. You don't want to misunderstand what the question is asking you. Tip number 3, don't spend more than 1 minute on each question. You risk losing time. Tip number 4, use process of elimination to eliminate answers you know are incorrect. And tip number 5, annotate the text as you read so you can gather the main points of the text.
Now moving on into the essay section, we will first talk about FRQ 1, which is the first essay that you will write about poetry analysis. This essay starts with an introduction, which should be at least 1 paragraph long, and include a hook, which is a brief and relevant statement about the poetry, literature, or the theme. This is optional, but is highly recommended. After completing the hook, you're going to go into context, mention the poem. The title should also be in quotation marks and should inquire a very brief statement about the poem's subject. Getting into the thesis statement, it should be a defensible claim that answers the prompt, focusing on how the poet uses multiple literary elements to convey the meaning. After completing your introduction, you're going to go into the body paragraphs. You should have 2 to 3 body paragraphs, which should focus on one main literary element or strategy that supports the thesis. As far as the structure for each body paragraph, I recommend starting off with the topic sentence. This topic sentence should identify the device, for example, the metaphor or tone, and how it supports the poem's meaning. Then you're going to go into evidence. You should use specific quotes from the text or paraphrase moments from the poem. Lastly, you're going to go into commentary analysis, which explains how the device creates meaning or reveals something important about the speaker, theme, or tone. This will connect back to your thesis. You will repeat the structure for the 2 to 3 devices or strategies that you have. After your 2 to 3 body paragraphs, although optional, it is suggested that you include a conclusion. This is where you will try and restate your thesis in fresh words and summarize your main points briefly. Make sure you restate the thesis and why it connects to your overall argument. You will finally end with a final insight about the poem's overall meaning and its emotional impact as a whole. As far as giving context into what we have just read, you are allowed to summarize your key points and the main ideas that you've listed in your essay, but make sure that you don't summarize too much or make it too lengthy. Now that we've officially gone over the FRQ1 structure for poetry analysis, I have some more tips and tricks that I would suggest. Avoid just listing devices. Analyze how they work and how they impact the passage emotionally. Use academic language, but also stay clear and focus on the prompt before you. Stick closely to the poem and don't bring in any outside knowledge that isn't listed in the text. Write in present tense when discussing literature so that you can ensure that you're sure of yourself. When reading the prompt, read carefully and underline keywords and make sure you're addressing what is exactly being asked and said in the text.
Now that we've talked about FRQ1, let's go ahead and talk about FRQ2, which is the prose analysis essay. This essay is a short story, and your job is to explain how the author's writing choices creates a meaning and not just what happened, but how the author makes it happen. Think, what is the author doing with the language and tone, and why does it matter? Now I'm going to give you some tips on how to structure your essay. First, we're going to read the prompt carefully. Watch out for key terms like tone, diction, or point of view. Second, we're going to annotate the passage. Mark where the tone shifts, highlight any literary devices, and pay attention to any character conflict. Third, we're going to write a strong thesis statement. Go beyond just listing techniques or literary devices that the author uses. Say what the author is doing and what message he wants to portray. The fourth step is to organize our body paragraphs thoughtfully. Choose what makes sense. Each body paragraph should clearly support your thesis statement, using evidence from the text and going back to literary devices. The last step is to use our evidence well. We should pull out quotes that show the techniques the author is talking about and what message we're trying to portray.
The last of the FRQs is FRQ3. I'm going to give you 6 tips on how to complete this FRQ correctly. First off, you need to start with understanding the prompt. You can go in and circle, highlight, or underline keywords. Consider what they are asking, the theme, the character, and the conflict. You can rephrase the question in your own words so you're clear on what you need to argue. Moving on to the second tip. Choose the right book. Pick a book that you have read in class or on your own time. Make sure it has a clear theme, complex characters, and literary devices. Try avoiding books with simple plots or weak writing. The third tip is building a strong thesis. Don't just say what happens in the book, say why it matters. A good thesis answers the prompt, gives your opinion, and mentions how the author shows it. Now, moving on to the fourth tip, which is focusing on the author's choices. Talk about how the author writes, not just what happens. Mention literary elements such as diction, imagery, symbolism, tone, narrative style, and etc. Ask yourself, why did the author include this moment or detail, and what effect does it have? The fifth tip is practice writing timed essays. You can do this by setting a 40-minute timer and entering a real FRQ3 prompt. Don't stop to edit too much and just focus on getting your ideas out. Later, you can go back and look for things you can improve. Lastly, use strong language. Avoid saying words like I think or maybe, and instead use words like demonstrates, reveals, emphasizes, symbolizes, contrasts to get a more confident tone.